recording here. All right, you guys, so welcome back to the last part of your unit, which is artificial intelligence in translation. باختصار AI in translation. This is the last class that we will have today, for this course. So today is the last class. Okay, there will be no class next week, so be prepared and study very nicely, or study in a good way for your finals. Okay. All right, so let's do this. The second part is mostly some video sharing about artificial intelligence and some exercises. So it will be a really easy and not that long of a class. Okay, so let's start with the first thing. Oh, ليش هيك هذا؟ مبين عندكم منيح لأنه أنا طالع الحكي على بعضه. Can you see it? Can you see the slide?
Yes.
يعني ظابط عندكم؟
لا، فوق بعضه.
فوق بعضه صح؟ Oh, غريبة. I have no idea why. Let's do this. Stop sharing. Let's share it again. Replace. Let's see. Oh, ايش فوق بعضه؟ ايش ماله؟ لسه شايفينه فوق بعضه؟ قولوا لي عشان اعمل شيرنج للسكرين اذا هيك.
Yes, لسه.
لسه فوق بعضه.
لسه فوق بعضه, right? Okay, let me do the sharing of the screen أحسن. I don't know why it is not working today. Let's go to this and open this. All right, here we go, and let's do share screen. Here we go, share screen. All right, can you see my screen right now? بما إنه it's difficult for me also to see you when I'm on screen sharing, I will get into the class from my mobile phone too, so that we can see it together and I can see your hands raised. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, you guys, so let's continue. So the future of AI in translation. Last time we talked a little bit of the history of AI, how it started, and how it is going to be. Okay, so every day we find new developments in the AI world. Okay, so let me just do this so that I can see you too. Okay, here we go, like this, and let me go here, and let's go do this. Okay, and here we go. Can you see the شايفين الباوربوينت صح؟
Miss.
Yes, okay. معلش تحملوني شوي اليوم. It's not working for us with the Teams app. ولكن we are trying to do the best we can. Okay. So here we go. All right. Okay, so there is a continued advancement of AI in translation. Okay, so there will always be an AI development. AI develops every day, every second, okay, with new features, with new developments, and especially when we talk about AI in translation. As you see, when Google Translate, for example, started, it was a disaster in the means of the translation process, okay? يعني if you feed it or if you put a sentence in AI, the translation would have been very bad, rubbish, okay? So that was a very that was the beginning of AI. Now, if you see AI, if you work with AI, you see that it has developed in a way that is most incredible. Okay, oops, sorry. There we go. Okay, so so yes, the development has become very noticeable. So what are the future, or what is the future of AI that researchers see and expect AI in translation to achieve? They think that there will be a continued advancement in context understanding. يعني احنا بنعرف انه still, even if AI provides us with a good type of translation, however, it still lacks that human context understanding, okay? So it still needs a human translator to go over everything that it says, or it writes, or it translates in order to provide the best translation and to which makes the human translator able to adapt what the AI has translated into the correct context of this of the text, okay, or of what the message has intended to was intended to be correctly, okay. So one of the question, or one of the statements on pondering that we can say is how future AI translation system will become better at understanding the broader context of what they're translating, not just individual sentences. Now they will be, or in the future, actually they have started to link the culture bound, the history, the emotions together in order to come up with a better solution for the translation. Okay. The other future concept that theorists and researchers think about AI in translation is it is a better handling of cultural references. So there will be a better way for them to handle this type of translation. Okay. Yeah. So, for example, who can read the example? Yes, Sima. Go, Sima. Read it, please.
Yes, an Arabic expression like على راسي, which literally translate to on my head. It used to
Yes.
express yes or acceptance. Current all AI might translate it literally, but the future systems would better recognize such cultural expressions and provide appropriate functional equivalents in the target language that preserve the intended meaning rather than just the words, like it would be my honor to do it.
Okay, good. Thank you, Sima. So شو قلنا هون the expression, the Arabic expression, which is a very well known expression, the one is على راسي. So this is, as they said, it means literally on my head. Okay. So the deeper connotation هون المهم. Why do we use the expression على راسي? It's to show a deep willingness to accept something. So when someone asks us to do something, we show them that we are willing to do it. Okay, no strings attached. So they ask, we do. All right. So this is literally what it means to say على راسي. So currently our current AI translation, they translate it literally because they don't understand perfectly the connotation behind the word على راسي. Okay, so if in the future we feed them this connotation, we tell them that look, على راسي means this and this and that, they will be able for future translation to look at such expressions in another way, to translate them in another way. If we are able to feed these AI softwares and AI intelligences, if we are able to feed them all of these cultural connotations and references that we know from birth. اوكي، يعني لما احنا نخلق تلقائيا بالفطره we know that كلمه على راسي بتعني حاضر. all right. So in order to provide AI or the future AI with this type of information since birth, okay, they so that they can be able to translate it correctly like we understand it, there could be a way in the future to feed them all of these information. هلا احنا بنعرف كلنا تقريبا انه هدول الاي ايز اللي هو تشات جي بي تي وكلود وجيميني وغيرهم معظمهم مش مربوطين في الانترنت. اوكي، ليش مش مربوطين في الانترنت؟ because they the creators يعني they fear hacking, they fear lots of things. اوكي، بس في منهم بلشوا يرتبطوا بالإنترنت، بلشوا يوصلوا لمعلومات أوسع غير المعلومات يلي حطيناها already فيهم، بلشوا يحللوا، بلشوا يعملوا cross analysis. شو cross analysis؟ يعني صاروا يربطوا الأفكار في بعضهم. So this is what they expect in the future. The third one is the integration with the augmented reality for real-time visual translation. So augmented reality اللي هي ال AR. This shows us how translation technology will become more embedded in our visual experience through augmented reality. يعني من خلال البصر تبعنا، من خلال ال virtual world. اوكي، example يا نور.
Wearing AR glasses while visiting a country where you don't speak the language. When you look at the street signs, restaurant menus, or newspapers, the glasses would instantly overlay translated text in your language.
اوكي، so هلا او في خلال السنه الماضيه او اللي قبلها you remember the app that you take with you, you speak the word and you speak the sentence and it translates it automatically. to the other language, to the person in front of you in his or her own language. هلا imagine that you have these pair of glasses that you put on, and every time you aim your glasses on your face to a sign in the road or on the street, a sign on a building, a sign, a text on a map or anything, and it translates it automatically for you in the screen of your glasses. Okay, so this is the next generation glass use, okay, or AR بيسموها, is that you translate through visual translation. Okay, and the last thing that scientists or researchers see for the future of AI translation is to have a more personalized translation based on user preferences. Meaning how AI translation will adapt to individual user specific needs, preferences, and patterns. ليش؟ لأن ال AI أصلاً is developed or was developed to suit the person's preferences. Okay, إذا بتروحوا على Netflix for example وبتحضروا لكم فيلم رعب, I'm saying يعني for example, then and you're done with the movie, with the horror movie, the next suggestion of Netflix is another type of horror movie or TV series based on what you just saw. So it assumes, AI assumes that you are that your preference is to is to watch more more horror movies or TV series. Okay, so from this there will be a more personalized, for example, translation system based on your own preferences. هلا انتوا كلكم بتعرفوا واحنا بنعرف انه كل مترجم, each translator has his or her own translation preferences or translation style. Okay, so being different from other translators, you will have your own set of translation strategies, translation خلينا نقول theories. The way you translate something will differ from any other type of translators. So these AI generated translation machines will adapt to your style of translation. لساته مش ظابط. طيب, anyway, it will then adapt إذن to your own set of translation. Okay? معلش تحملوني شوي, بس بدي أعرف ليش المشكلة. We have a problem with this. Focus on content. Still. Unbelievable. طيب, ما علينا. It's not working for us today. Okay. So this is in brief what the future of translation, of AI translation holds for us. Okay. A new set of ways to translate everything in our own personalized ways of translation. So hopefully, أو مش hopefully, يعني I still think that being a human translator is even better than being just that person who or that AI machine who takes everything from us as translators. ولكن I hope that we as translator are still needed in the next generation of AI development and improvement. Okay? All righty. All right, you guys. So let's discuss the following questions. Our question, sorry. Will AI, from your own point of view, okay, will AI ever fully replace human translator? I told you my point of view that I hope not. I hope that we are still there. We are still working in translation as humans because there will be still a need for us to provide our insight in the translation, especially when it's cultural, historical, bound, or let's say خلينا نقول these expressions, these understandings that only a human can understand or can work with, okay, and can provide his or her own judgmental translation or judgment translation of. So what do you think? Yalla, give me your own opinion. Do you think AI will end human translators, or there will still be a place for a human translator in the future of AI? Yes, Noor.
I don't think AI will currently at the moment will surpass human translators, but maybe in the future. And it depends, I think, on the fields which the text is about. When the text is for example, it contains emotions or cultural references. I don't think AI will, at the moment or currently, is able to replace the human translators. But maybe in the future, if the human develop them more.
Okay, so يعني you are from my opinion, same opinion as mine, right? You think that
Yeah,
right
kind of.
now, yeah, right now there is no possibility for AI to surpass or replace humans, but maybe in the future. طب in the future, in what way? What do you think? In what way? يعني لسه when, for example, I as a translator gets a translation, I have contact with the client, for example, right? I can ask him or her questions. I can get inputs on how do they like, or how do they want the translation to be done? What are their needs? كذا كذا. If I have any question, I can discuss and chat with them. Okay, so will they be able to do the same, to get the same responses from me as they get it, or from the AI as they get it from me, for example? What do you think?
Maybe if we feed them with the specific requirements we want the translators to be about or to contain, but they won't know, of course, if we didn't tell them.
Yes, if we don't feed the AI with the correct response or correct type of response, it may be difficult for them to know. But remember, do you remember last time we talked about the neural networking system of an AI? We portrayed it as the nerve network of the human brain, right? So you have input coming, you have a whole processing system that happens within your mind, and you have the output, which works for the AI the same way. Okay, so will they be able, AIs, will they be able within this analysis of, or within this process in their neural networking system, to be able to come up with correctly cultural, historical, emotional type of questions that a human being can come up with. Okay, so we're still, maybe we are still way ahead of AI in this field, or maybe they are shortening this distance with us in the future, or in the near future. So, unlikely in the foreseeable future, the short answer. The longer answer, why not? Because there are still cultural nuances that come embedded within us. يعني بتيجي بالفطرة these هاي الدلالات الثقافية اللي عندنا، اللي بنخلق فيها. Okay, they are still embedded in us. So an AI generated, an artificial generated software or machine will not be born with these innate cultural nuances. So they will not be able to think the way a human who was raised, who was born and raised with these cultural nuances, will be able to understand more, can understand more than the AI. There is still room for creative translation, you guys. Even for AI, it will not reach, I hope, it will not reach the mind of a poet, for example, or a writer, whether it's a fiction, he's a fiction writer, or a real life writer. Okay, so there is still this creativity, the way to adapt this creativity in the target language, that may be, or may pose a barrier to the knowledge of an AI machine. Judgment call, for example, a translator makes judgment calls. He knows what to do, when to do, how to do it on the spur of the moment. Okay, emotional intelligence, still AI is a machine. Even if you feed it emotions, it will be artificial emotions. It will not be pure, genuine emotions that can handle the tones, the intentions, and the content of any translation. There could be, however, something called a partnership, a future partnership between an AI and a translator, instead of a replacement. يعني instead of the AI coming and telling the translator to move aside, it will be easier for them and more productive for them to make a joined partnership. Okay, so this could be some of the thoughts that we can use in order to think, or to understand how AI operates in the future, and how humans can benefit from this future that is inevitable. Okay, يعني ما فينا نوقف نمو وقدرة وسرعة ال AI في النمو، ولكن فينا نستفيد من هذا النمو بطرق مختلفة. The human element in AI translation. Human translators provide cultural sensitivity information, okay, or cultural sensitive information. They understand the context beyond the literal meaning. They use their brain cells, their innate abilities, what they know, the knowledge of their ancestors, their knowledge through their own work and experience, and they portray it in their translation. Creative language adaptation. حكينا احنا انه اللغة بتتطور واحنا بنتطور مع اللغة. Okay, So بنطور إذن new creative adaptability languages أو adaptable languages. Quality assurance and verification. Well, yes, this could be a really good job that helps AI improve their own translation. We are human, we can give assurance, we can verify that the translation provides the actual message that we wanted to provide. The ideal approach, as we said, is this cooperation between the AI and humans. Okay, so this is the ultimate goal to reach in order for the translators, for human translators, not to lose their jobs in the future. طيب, since there will be definitely AI development in the future, since AI will be more capable of translating more perfectly, okay, or more perfectly than the previous AI translations. So there will be need for new jobs to cope with these AI advancements and developments. What are these in the field? Who would like to read or who can read these jobs? Yes, Sima.
AI trainers and data curators,
Curator.
ethics curator, ethics specialists, system designers and developers, implementation specialists, AI human
Implementation specialists.
implementation specialists, AI human interaction experts, post editing, machine translation output, cultural consultation, and localization expertise.
Expertise. Okay, so these are some of the new jobs that one can work. Especially, I'm going for the last two, if we're talking about translators. Okay, the last two are post-editing machine translation output. يعني you feed the AI machine translation source text, and it comes up with the target text. Your job or your new job is to verify that what was translated was correctly translated. So for all of you who took حدا منكم أخذ course editing, the editing course, editing and proofreading in translation?
Yes, I took it.
Okay, so this is part of your new career. For example, if you want to become, or if you decide to become an editor and proofreader of translated text, you can work on this. Like كيف احنا بنعمل editing و proofreading لترجمة معمولة من مترجم من شخص ترجم من إنسان يعني, we can do the same for the outputted translations from AI machines. Okay, so this is a type of job that a translator could do. The last one, cultural consultation and localization expertise. كمان, this is a new type of job that focuses on providing your cultural inputs, your culture-bound inputs, and historical references input into the machine. Yani you are someone who works in inputting these type of data into the AI machine. Every time a translation comes to the AI machines, it translates it, and your job is to input, to read, to be an expert translator and input these culture-bound expressions or historical and referential expressions into the AI machine in order to make sure that the machine understands the text and all of its connotations, okay, in order to come up with an excellent translation, one that simulates a human translation. Right. In your book, there is a focus on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is لعبتكم, I think, right? It's your mate. It's the thing that always follows you everywhere you go. Okay? So based on GPT اللي هي اختصار لشو ChatGPT ل generative pre-trained transformer technology. Okay? So ChatGPT is based on this type of technology. It uses both supervised and reinforcement learning. You remember what supervised and reinforcement learning are من الحصة الماضية. Supervised is task-driven, that predicts the next task that you are going to do or output, okay? And reinforcement learning is when the AI learns from its mistakes, okay? The first one you input steps of what to do for the AI and they follow it. The reinforcement is when the AI does a task without your input, makes mistakes and learns from these mistakes, okay? Processes natural language input and generates contextual response. يعني بيفهم اللغة كلغة وبيطلع input كأجوبة لهاي الانبوتس يلي احنا بنعطيه اياها. Continuously improving through feedback. إذا بتلاحظوا كل مرة بيغلط ال AI, for example, at least this is what I do. I don't know if you do it. When I input something into ChatGPT, I ask it to do something. If it does something and it's not what I ask for per se, I tell ChatGPT, but you didn't do this and this and that. إذا بتلاحظوا شو الريسبونس تبعيته بتكون؟ مرات كثيرة بتكون you're absolutely right. I missed this and this and that. So these are the mistakes that ChatGPT acknowledges, and in return it tries to amend these mistakes and to come up with a better solution for me. Okay? Applications of ChatGPT. ChatGPT usually is used for content creation, coding assistance, information retrieval, language practice. وهلا من أظن أقل من سنة صح إذا أنا مش غلطانة صار في عنا إمكانية الحديث مع ChatGPT. If I'm not mistaken, I've never used it before. I don't know if any one of you used the voice command with ChatGPT or voice chat with ChatGPT. Did you? Has any one of you used the voice chat?
No, I didn't actually use it. But I think it's إنه موجود إنها إلها فترة يعني.
Yeah, it has been sometimes, but I don't know how effective is it. It is. I've never used it before. Okay, I prefer to type. That's why. So I don't know if you have time today, go check it out. See, talk to ChatGPT and see what and how it talks back to you. Okay. طيب, let's hear this or let's look at this small video that talks about ChatGPT. Okay? قولوا لي إذا سامعين الصوت بس please.
Meet John, a talented programmer who is looking to start a company that used his personally developed mobile application to connect restaurants and customers for booking and reservations. Even though the app was ready, John had difficulty getting together a team for his startup, needing separate people for sales, marketing, programming, content creation, and customer support. Hiring reliable manpower while being strict with his budget was getting difficult. He reached out to his friend Ryan, who said John could start his company without hiring any new people, thanks to just a single AI-based tool. John couldn't believe it, which led Ryan to introduce ChatGPT, the revolutionary AI chatbot being developed by OpenAI. It is a state-of-the-art natural language processing, or NLP model, that uses a neural network architecture to provide responses. This means that the ChatGPT bot can answer questions without being explicitly told what the answer is using its own intellect, unlike previous AI chatbots. So, how does ChatGPT help John in filling out his team? Regarding sales, ChatGPT can provide full-fledged sales pitches based on the correct prompts. It can provide tips on how to pitch your product to businesses, removing the need for sales training. Completely customized to your requirements and your prompts. If you don't like some things about the response, you can ask for certain changes, and the chatbot will make sure they are done. When it comes to marketing, ChatGPT can provide efficient marketing strategies, which can help new entrepreneurs learn how to market their products to prospective clients. It can provide trending keywords that marketers can use for SEO purposes, while providing ad copies for your website and blog. Speaking of websites, since John can do a lot of the heavy lifting and programming, ChatGPT can help proofread the code and help out when looking for bugs to fix. Apart from basic bug fixing, it can also provide sample code structures for different programming languages, allowing John to focus more on improving core functionality and workflow, rather than fixing basic code errors. Websites and blogs content is very helpful when gathering potential customer leads. The revolutionary bot can provide full-length blog posts with near-perfect past accuracy in seconds, allowing further customization, like choosing the length of the subject matter to the complexity of language. For John's customer support, the bot can draft complete customer service emails based on the situation, saving time and resources. The tone of the message can be changed to reflect the nature of the message, creating an efficient alternative for call center professionals. John was left speechless seeing this level of versatility from ChatGPT and wanted to implement it right away. However, Ryan made sure John knew about some drawbacks of the chatbot before getting started. Since the bot is trained mostly on data up to 2021, many of the newer events may still need to be discovered by ChatGPT. Even basic stuff like asking about the current date and time is beyond its scope, much like the limited understanding of context despite providing near lifelike solutions to certain problems. Even the accuracy of many responses can be questioned since the AI model is still learning and being developed. There is a section of the public that believes the revolutionary tool can one day replace Google search. But that day seems far-fetched so far because of the variety of issues people keep running into when using ChatGPT. So here's a question for you. Which of the following tasks cannot be carried out by ChatGPT? 1. Provide latest news. 2. Complex mathematical calculations. 3. Food recipes. 4.
Oops. وين راحت؟ why?
Meet John, using the bot regularly for GPT, out a myriad of serving as the perfect digital assistant along with complex mathematical calculations. 3. Food recipes. 4. None of the above.
So which one?
Think about it and leave your answers in.
Which one is it?
None of the above.
Which of the ركزي. Which of the following tasks cannot be carried out by ChatGPT؟ حكى لكم قبل شوي شو هي؟ شو ماله ChatGPT لأي سنة واقف؟
Anyone provide latest news.
Yes, ليش؟ لأنه أي سنة وقف أو واقف عليه ChatGPT 2021. okay. ليش؟ لأنه ChatGPT is not connected to the internet, so it can't access new information or the newest information. بالتالي it has to be fed this information. So most probably it's one, provide latest news. Okay, جربوها بالله عشان نتأكد if it is correct or not. Oops, كمان مرة ما اتفقنا على هيك. Let's see. Okay, here we go. None of the above.
The above. Think about it and leave your answers in the comments section, and we will provide the answer next week. Give the correct answer along with your reasoning and stand a chance to win an Amazon voucher. However, ChatGPT poses a lot of promise for the future of AI. From full-scaled automated divisions and organizations to serving as the perfect digital assistant, OpenAI is creating a bot for the future aimed at solving the problems of today with the tools of tomorrow. The ability to carry out a myriad of tasks with minimum manpower will boost productivity at organizations in every sector, thanks to the revolutionary ChatGPT. So, how do you think ChatGPT will benefit your daily life? Are you looking forward to using the bot regularly for work or personal life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a thumbs up would be really appreciated. Here's your reminder to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon for more on the latest technologies and trends. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more from Simply Learn.
All right, so Julan, what did you write? Okay, the last update was June 2024. Okay, يعني من جون 2024 لأنه هذا يمكن الفيديو قديم عشان هيك كان 2021. ولكن إذا من جون 2024 ل today which is May 2025 ما صار في update على ال AI أو المعلومات يلي دخلت على ال AI. So yes, okay. So this is why I think number one is the correct answer. It doesn't have the latest updates or news updates at least. Okay. So ChatGPT, a quick introduction. We all know it, ولكن we have to talk about it. AI, it's an AI chat bot, okay? Developed by OpenAI زي ما قلنا في الفيديو. It was released in November 2022. طب كيف يعني إنه latest update كان 2021؟ شكله هذا أول ما بلش ChatGPT. طيب uses a vast language learning model, understands context and generates human-like responses. It gained 1 million users within 5 days of its launching. إذا بتتذكروا أول شيء كان OpenAI بدون اسم ChatGPT. كان OpenAI نفس الشيء، كان نفس الشكل تبع ChatGPT. كان فيكم تسألوه أسئلة. I think we will look into it at it in a bit. It has the same interface ولكن كان أقل من هيك interface، يعني ما كان في attachment، ما كان في search كذا وكذا. حتى look, we have a search here, so now it is linked to the internet أو to a certain extent إذا لسه ما صار في تطور له من جون 2024. Okay. All right. So what I did with ChatGPT last time is I played with it a little bit. So I asked ChatGPT to create a silly lyric for me. I gave him the idiom, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and I asked it to come up with a silly lyric. شو يعني lyric؟ زي قصيدة، اوكي؟ فيها قافية، فيها إيقاع، فيها كذا. Then I asked ChatGPT after he wrote this silly lyric for me to turn this into a funny and rhythmic song, okay? And I asked ChatGPT if it could turn this song into an actual music file. it told me that I can't do that, but I can suggest for you other AI tools that I can use for making turning these lyrics into an actual song. So he told me about an AI I have never heard about before, which is called Suno Prompt. Okay, and it was a really nice AI tool. And then after it generated this song, after Suno generated this song, I went back to ChatGPT and I asked it to translate this song into Arabic, to adapt it into an Arabic using the functions and music of Arabic, of the Arabic language and music sets or systems. And I went back to Suno and I asked Suno to turn this lyric into an Arabic actual song. So listen, this is what I came up with. I loved what ChatGPT did and Suno did with the music. So the first one is the English version of "Don't Put All Your Eggs in One Basket." The lyrics and the lyrics done by ChatGPT and the song done by Suno.
I woke up right with the breakfast plan, held a dozen dreams in my trembling hand, tossed them all in a wicker throne, headed out but tripped on a garden gnome. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, no, or you'll be crying in a sidewalk show. Scrambled hopes and an omelet of regret, with yolk on your shoes and a soggy baguette. Tried to juggle life like a circus clown. With one tiny tote, I strutted through town. But when the wind blew and the handle snapped, those poor little eggs all yolked and clapped. Tried to juggle life like a circus clown. With one tiny tote, I strutted through town. But when the wind blew and the handle snapped, those poor little eggs all yolked and clapped. Excitement turns to a slippery slide when your dreams are stacked and nowhere to hide. Keep them scattered, keep them safe, unless you like omelets in your briefcase. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, true. Life's too wobbly for a one-cart crew. Be a planner, not a shell-crack fool. That's the exceptional golden rule. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, true. Life's too wobbly for a one-cart crew. Be a planner, not a shell-crack fool. That's the exceptional golden rule. Ooh.
I could win a prize with this song, okay? So this is the English version done by ChatGPT and the music done by Suno. When I asked it to translate, I did one mistake. I didn't specify to ChatGPT that I wanted the song to be sang, for example, in the traditional Arabic language, okay, العربية الفصحى, or I didn't ask it to choose an Egyptian type of language or a Syrian dialect. Okay, so Suno improvised and ChatGPT improvised and used a Moroccan type of Arabic language. So when I inputted the translation into Suno, Suno chose a Moroccan type of singer to sing it. So it is a little bit hard to understand, but focus. The point is that I want you to focus on how the translation was done and the song that was adapted to the Arabic music and lyric.
صحيت ببرو وعندي خطة احتير برو كله بيض وحماس ما ادهش يدور حطيته في سلة مزينة وطفحت على حجر يا لهوي عليه لا تحط بيضك في سلة واحدة تضيع البيضات وتعمل مصيبة جدا بيض مكسور وحل مهووس واحدة عليه صفار مدفوس. كنت مختار مثل البهم الوان سلتي وحدة وانا فرحان لكن الهوى لف والمقبض طاح وبيضل احلام راح ونزاح لو فرحتك كلها في مكان طيحة واحدة وتروح كأنك مكان والزعمة مالك خليها فرش ولا تاكل املك مع البيض في الغرش لا تحط بيضك في سلة واحدة بالدنيا تميل وتخليها شدة كن حذر وما تكون مجنون هذا هو الدرس المزون.
Okay, I'm not gonna waste your time, but I love both songs, especially the Arabic one. What do you think of the way ChatGPT handled my prompts? And what do you think of the songs, of course?
I'm shocked that he can create all these things.
You are what?
Shocked that.
Shocked.
Sorry, I'm sick.
Oh, yes. So bear in mind that these are two separate AI systems, machines, okay? The ChatGPT wrote the songs, the lyrics, as I asked it to, both the English one and the Arabic translation. And Suno chose the prompt, chose the system of the songs and the voice and everything and the music based on what I asked it to. Okay, so oh yes, by the way, the prompt for Suno, I asked GPT to write it for me. So ChatGPT wrote the Suno prompt, and I inputted this prompt into Suno, and it came up with these types of of songs and translated songs. So yes, it was a really funny hour I spent with ChatGPT and Suno creating these prompts. But let's do one silly one for us using ChatGPT. Do you all? Of course, you all have ChatGPT. So open your ChatGPT. Okay. Input in ChatGPT the following. Let's see. I can do that here, I think. Let me share the screen with you. So yeah, here we go. Just a second. Let's make it easier for us to do. Where is ChatGPT? Here we go. ChatGPT. All right, you know that you need to go into ChatGPT. You need to sign in with ChatGPT, and you will have this screen. Okay, so now لما بلش ChatGPT or OpenAI, all of these were not there yet. So you can create now an image. You can do search the web, and you can speak, dictate the whatever you want, or speak what you want. You can now use also Canvas with ChatGPT. So let's see how we can use ChatGPT in this silly prompt of us. Okay, so all of you open your ChatGPT, please, and let's input the following prompt. Can you create a silly lyric for the following advice? An apple a day. Oh, okay. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Okay. And let's see what it gives us. Yeah. So sure, here is a silly lyric based on that advice. An apple a day keeps the duck at bay. He tried to visit, but I yelled, no way. I munched on a granny, على biscuit, then did a quick dance. Now my doctor just stares from across the fence. Okay? So it gave me only one stanza of the lyric. So I can ask him another to give me 2 more stanzas for this lyric. So it wrote back, of course, here are 2 more silly stanzas to follow the original. So after the doctor looked me over the fence, I built a fruit fort with apples galore, stacked them so high they blocked off my door. The doc sent a note just checking okay. I tapped up a Fuji and shouted, go away. I juggle my snacks, red, green, and gold. My vitamin powers are mighty and bold. No coughs, no sneezes. I'm healthy and bright. Just me and my apples partying all night. Okay? So this is the lyric that ChatGPT gave me. So now what do I tell it? I tell ChatGPT to give me a Suno prompt in order to create a song, a funny song from this entire lyric. شو أعطاني؟ Here is a Suno prompt. أعطاني مثلا شو بحط على السونو عشان يطلع لي اياه الأغنية. Create a funny upbeat pop song with a playful tone driven by bouncy acoustic guitars and so on and so forth. طيب هلا what do I want? I want ChatGPT to translate this lyric into Arabic, okay, maintaining its silliness, fun, and rhythmic properties. So what do? I go to him and say خليني أعمل copy paste لأنها طويلة. So now translate the song into the Arabic language, maintaining its silliness, fun, and rhythmic properties, but adapt it to the Arabic lyric functions and music chords and melody. Use an Egyptian dialect for this. أو لا, use standard Arabic. Use standard Arabic mixed with خلينا نقول mixed with Syrian dialect. Okay, so let's see how it will give me. تفاحة باليوم تطرد الحكيم. اجا يطل علي قلت له يا شو هي زليم، فرشت تفاحة ورقصت شوي. المهم so this is the silly part okay of the English version. So now I will tell him again to give me a Suno prompt for this lyric in order to create a funny entire lyric using Arabic song system or music system. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is the prompt that it gave me. Okay, so now what do? I will go to Suno. Let's hear it there. Suno AI. Oh, I'm not sure which one is Suno. طيب مش مشكلة. Easily done. Give me Suno website. Here I go. Suno music generator. And here is Suno. So I sign into it as I sign into ChatGPT and any other AI prompts. And there I go. So I copy paste the English stanza. Okay, here I go. Let me take it all. Copy and paste. Why؟ مشت منيح هذيك المرة ليش؟ هاي copy paste. Oh, here we go. Okay, here I go. The other stanzas, copy, and here I go. Paste. كمان مرة. Copy and paste. مش راضي. المهم طيب مش مشكلة. So what do? I can choose my whatever let's see orchestra. Okay, and I will ask it to create. I can use the prompt somewhere there. Okay, I can input my prompt in the custom one. ولكن هلا I'm using whatever it is. So create, and let's hear how it gives me this one. It gives you two different versions of this lyric. Okay.
An apple a day keeps the dog at bay. I wave him off and send him away. Red, green, or gold. I take a big bite, feeling so strong. I'm ready for the fight. Crunch goes the apple, I'm feeling so free. Boosting my energy, as you can see. Spinning around, oh, I'm on a roll. Healthy and happy.
This is the first version. Listen to the second.
An apple a day keeps the dog at bay. I wave him off and send him away. Red, green, or gold, I take a big bite. Feeling so strong, I'm ready for the fight. Crunch goes the apple.
Okay, so this is the English version of this lyric. Let's say that I want to put my lynch. Why doesn't it take the Arabic one? ايش مالنا؟ ما كنت شغال منيح يا سونو. here we go. اوكي يمكن بياخدش اكتر من كلمات محددة because it's a free version. I don't know if we can buy it. I think you can buy it. Yes, yeah, upgrade to Pro. Maybe you can do that if you are interested in creating your own music and lyrics. ولكن here we go. So we can listen to this version.
تفاحة باليوم بالطرد الحكيم ما بدنا فزلك خليني سقيم صارخ علي.
Okay, so dramatic. Let's hear the second one. This is a pop music.
صارخ علي وقال شو هالكلام قلت له عيش حياتي بلا أوهام أكلت تفاحة ورقصت وياها الدنيا حلوة ما في شي براها.
Okay, so this is it. All right, dramatic. ولكن you get the gist of using ChatGPT and other AI machine translation and prompts in order to provide the best solution out there. Okay. So, what do you think about this type of silliness using ChatGPT and all of the other AI? You can create actual good songs, okay? And you can choose your actual voices that you want to hear with. And I mean, ChatGPT is a good source for educational purposes. So it could be very intense and very nice to do. Type. What are the capabilities and limitations of ChatGPT? The capabilities, Julan, can you read the capabilities one?
Remembers conversation context, allows for follow-up corrections, generates creative content, answers knowledge-based questions.
Very good. Okay, so these are what ChatGPT can do. وهلا اللي شفناه مع التطور, it can add images, it can use voice recognition, it can use dictation in or you can dictate what you want to ChatGPT, and it connects to the internet. The limitation, يا مرح.
Yes, Doctor. We have remember conversation
limitation مرح limitation مش capabilities limitations.
Sorry. May produce incorrect information. Acknowledge cut-off date limits. Certain information can exhibit it.
Can exhibit.
Okay. Exhibit bias from training data, limited understanding of visual content.
Okay. So yes, as we saw command, if you don't give the correct prompt for ChatGPT, it can make mistakes. Okay, it has some limited access to information, and it may not fully understand and what you want it to do. Okay. Why? Because it all depends on the person or people who are feeding ChatGPT these information. These information could be biased, therefore the answers of ChatGPT could be biased in return. Okay? Okay, so in order, oh, let's do this activity later on. I just want to, yeah, خلصنا. Okay, طيب, let's do these activities. طيب, creating effective prompts, example 1. So the basic, please open your ChatGPT and I want you to ask ChatGPT the following. Write in the prompt, tell me about translation. Okay, just this. Write in your ChatGPT prompt, tell me about translation, and let me hear what did ChatGPT answer. Yes, Noor.
It's the translation is the process of converting text or speech from one language into another while preserving its meaning, tone, and context. It's more than just swapping words. It requires understanding both the source and target cultures, grammar, systems, idioms, and stylistic nuances, and many other information.
Okay, so how long are these information?
Okay.
No, how
he
long,
gave me
نور, how long? قديش حط لك؟
تقريبا بيجوا كمان 15 سطر.
كمان 15 سطر. اوكي طيب yeah. المهم هي برودلي شو هون الهدف. هلا بجيكي سيما عشان تقولي لنا شو كتب لك. It gives you, if you ask a broad prompt, okay, it gives you a broad answer. Seema, what did ChatGPT give you?
There are different types of translation, including literary translation, technical translation, legal translation, medical translation, localization, audiovisual translation.
So it gave you another type of response than the one that Noor received, صح?
Yes.
طيب, إذن if I ask ChatGPT, let's get a new chat, بلاش ما يخلط الحابل بالنابل هون. Tell me about translation. Okay, so أعطاني translation is the process of converting written or spoken content from one language into another كذا كذا. Key aspects of translation, في عنا types of translation, literary, technical, legal, medical. Challenges in translation, cultural nuances, untranslatability, translation method, literal, free, faithful adaptation, tools, and technology, CAT tools, machine translation, translation memory, the translator's role. نور وسيما وأي حدا تاني فيكم سأل ChatGPT هذا السؤال. Do you have some similarities with what I have, or do you have totally different answers?
Different.
Mine is different from you. From yours.
Yours? Okay, so yours is different. Mine is different. Okay, so إذن هون اكتشفنا إنه ChatGPT's answer is different for the same prompt for anyone يعني between us. It's different from any of us. Okay, each one of us has a different set of answers. طيب, why do you think that? Heck, but I don't know, but why do you think that we have different answers? شو بيخطر على بالكم؟ شو حكينا قبل شوي؟ في نقطة حكيناها لما جبت لكم مثال النتفليكس.
yeah, it's based on your interest أو إنه عن بحثك وأشياءاتك اللي بحثتها فيها من الشات جي بي تي من قبل.
Exactly. So all of my prompts for ChatGPT were related to translation. So it gave me, in a nutshell, what it supposed I am interested in learning about translation from my previous searches. Okay, so I think if no one gives it or no one uses prompts beforehand on the same subject, it will give you a broader type of answer. Mine was clear. The answers were clear. Right. Let's do an improvement of what we want ChatGPT to give us, an improvement in the answer. So let's, for example, ask ChatGPT in the same، حطوها في نفس الصفحة اللي حطيته عليها أول سؤال tell me about translation أو أول prompt، اكتبوا explain the key differences between machine translation and human translation for legal documents. إذن هون we were more specific. We gave him an exact comparison, machine versus human. We specified what type of translation, legal documents, and the focus of on the difference. We told him to focus in its answer on the differences rather than give us general information. يعني the prompt should, or the answer of ChatGPT should be only on the key differences. Okay? طيب حطيتوا البرومبت عندكم؟ All right, Seema, what did ChatGPT respond?
Yes, translation at its core involves transferring meaning from one language to another while preserving accuracy, tone, and context. In the legal field, this becomes particularly sensitive as even minor errors can lead
راح صوتك سيما.
can lead to serious legal consequence when translating legal documents.
No
The
problem.
choice between
خلاص
machine
بكفي سيما بكفي.
comparison.
How long
Yes.
is it?
Yes.
How long is it?
Large.
It's a long
Yes.
prompt answer, right?
Yes.
طيب نور شو أعطاكي؟
It gave me the answer in points. There are many points. I think there are 5 points, as well as a table, a summary table.
Okay, so it gave you examples and it gave you bullet points.
A summary table.
بعكس اللي أجا عند سيما. طيب, let's see if I ask it. Oh no. Okay, here we go. If I ask ChatGPT for this answer or this prompt, what will it give me? So it dove into the legal document differences. Okay. So it told me when translating legal document, the differences between machine translation and human translation are especially important because of the high stakes involved. So أعطاني شو هن here is a breakdown of the key differences: accuracy and precision, understanding of legal concepts, handling of ambiguity and context, consistency and terminology, blah blah blah. وأعطاني a summary table. Is that what you got يا نور? Is it تقريبا the same or is it different?
The points are different from mine.
The points are different. وسيما انت ما اجاكي bullet points, انت اجاكي ك text.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, then from this type of exercise, we now know that ChatGPT provides different answers to different people asking. And I think, I am not sure, but what I suppose is that it tailors the answers to the individual interest. For example, for me, since I'm interested in translation, and I always ask ChatGPT things related to translation, so it designed its answers according to my own preferences and the details that I would like to see in its answer. Okay, so I think that's why each one of us has its own set of answers. So this is another prompt. We will not be doing that here now. Okay, so let's see. The second one, error analysis and correction prompts creation. So the instruction is to analyze AI translated text. Oopsie daisy. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay. So the analysis is to do the prompt or the exercise is to do an analysis of an AI translated text containing errors. All right, using ChatGPT. So we have the original text. شو اسمه تقوى, can you read the original text please? تقوى, read the original text. ندى. Oh boy, you guys, وجودكم وعدم مشاركتكم زي عدم وجودكم. يلا يا مرح, can you read the text in English please?
Yes. What could be prompt?
No, the English text.
Okay. The board of the directors has decided to table the proposal until next quarter, as we need to iron out some details and touch base with stakeholders before moving forward with such a far-reaching initiative.
Okay, good. All right, so هون في استخدام لكتير culture based شو اسمه expressions و idioms و phrasal verbs, زي مثلا to table the proposal. table هون مش مقصود فيها table طاولة, okay? As we need to iron out some detail و touch base with stakeholder far-reaching initiative. These are phrasal verbs or idiomatic expressions that are used in English. So it was translated into Arabic with errors. Okay, so Julan, can you read the Arabic one, please?
قرر مجلس الإدارة وضع الاقتراع على الطاولة حتى الربع التالي، حيث نحتاج إلى كي بعض التفاصيل ولمس القاعدة مع أصحاب المصلحة قبل المضي قدما في مثل هذه المبادرة بعيدة المدى.
بعيدة المدى, قبل المضي قدما. Okay, so some have been translated correctly, some were not شو اسمه clear. Okay, they were translated poorly. طيب, what could be a prompt that we need to ask ChatGPT? شو فينا نسأل ChatGPT حتى يعني كيف بدنا نكتب هاي البرومبت لتشات جي تي بي عشان يعطينا a full set of what we want. اتذكروا شو الهدف؟ الهدف is to analyze the AI translated text vis-a-vis the original English text to look for what? For errors, typical errors, and to amend them, to correct them. So the things that we need to ask ourselves in order to write a correct full prompt is, what is the purpose of this exercise? What type of document is this? What does ChatGPT need to do in order to provide me with the correct translation? And how can ChatGPT help solve the errors? So when we think about this, take a minute to think about what type of prompt we should write in order to come up with the best answer and analysis from ChatGPT. Take a minute, think. Yes, Seema, let's hear from you.
Encourages reflection on the learning goal.
علي صوتك سيما، علي صوتك وشو اسمه عشان نسمع، لأنه ما فهمتش ولا إشي من اللي حكيتيه.
Encourages reflection on the learning goal, perhaps improving prompt engineering, editing.
No, سيما ما فهمتي سؤالي. Yes. سؤالي شو كيف بدك تكتبي البرومبت يلي بدك تسألي فيه تشات جي بي تي إنه يعمل لك analysis of the AI text versus the Arabic text and give you the proper and correct translation. أعطيني البرومبت. كيف هلا عملنا التمرين مع تشات جي بي تي، كتبنا له برومبت وقلنا له اعملنا كذا وكذا وكذا، هذا اللي بدي اياه. بدي اياكم تعطوني البرومبت يلي بدنا نسال فيها تشات جي بي تي كيف بده يعمل لنا المقارنه بين الاثنين والتحليل بين النصين. فاهمه علي؟
اوكي.
يلا اعطوني مقترحات، كيف بنقدر نبلش او شو بنقدر نساله؟ Go on. يلا you guys، مش اختراع الذرة هاي.
ايه بنكتب له الترجمتين صح مس؟
ايه؟
مثلا بنكتب له الترجمتين وبنحط السؤال.
ما هو بدي تعطوني هذا البرومبت، بدي تعطوني الستيتمنت الكتابة اللي بدكم تحطوها عند تشات جي بي تي.
Okay, we can tell him to to make a comparison and يعني طول المصطلحات ذات مترجمة حرفيا من النص في العربي.
أعطيني البرومبت يا نور. Give me the prompt in English.
Can you give me the literally translated terms in the Arabic text and give me مثلا better solution أو better translation.
طيب هلا خلينا نفكر شوي. Let's go one by one. What is the purpose of this prompt? شو purpose of this exercise is to what?
Analyze,
exactly. So the first thing that you need to ask ChatGPT is what?
To analyze.
To analyze what? كملوا، ما هو لازم تعطوه كل المعلومات.
Okay, to analyze the two texts, the Arabic and the English text.
بس كوني precise. To analyze the source text, which is the original English text,
yeah, and the
versus,
target text in Arabic.
Okay. For what? What's the purpose?
And to correct any mistakes in the Arabic text, if there are any.
Okay.
And to propose better more. To propose better translation that suit the context.
The context and to فيك تقولي to propose a better culture-driven
terms that suit suit the context of the Arabic text.
Very nice. Yes, exactly. So this is how you write a prompt. You need to provide all of the information necessary for ChatGPT to perform the task. So it could be like this. Analyze this Arabic translation of an English business text. Okay. Identify any errors, especially with idioms, terminology, or style. Explain each error and suggest improvements. And here I will insert the original and the translated text into this prompt. Okay? So when I do that, شو بيعطيني ChatGPT؟ بيعطيني something like this, the error analysis and correction answers. Okay, so it will give me something like error identify, type of error, explanation, improved translation. Go. All right, so some common errors to look for. شو بيعطيني مثلا idioms mistranslation. شو قال لي instead of table the proposal انه هي to postpone اعطاني شو بدي احط الاشياء او حطه الوراق على الطاوله. اوكي. idiom كمان mistranslation. iron out details. It is translated literally. alright. شو حكى لنا كي المعلومات. كمان idiom مترجم غلط. touch base was translated literally كمان. و register inconsistency هذا هو formal business ولكن استخدمنا casual expression. الidioms اللي استخدمت هون تستخدم في casual شو اسمه speech أو text ولكن هون احنا عم نحكي على business text which should be more formal. So what did they give us as a professional translation أو a reference to a professional translation؟ قرر أو خلينا نشوف. يلا يا نور اقرأ العربي.
قرر مجلس الإدارة تأجيل النظر في المقترح حتى الربع القادم، حيث نحتاج إلى توضيح بعض التفاصيل والتواصل مع أصحاب المصلحة قبل المضي قدما في مثل هذه المبادرة واسعة النطاق.
So إذن شو ترجمه table the proposal يا نور؟
تأجيل
النظر. Yes. iron out detail أو details.
توضيح بعض أو
توضيح بعض التفاصيل. و touch base some information أو relevant information.
التواصل مع أصحاب المصلحة قبل المضي قدما.
Yes. وقبل المضي قدما في مثل هذه المبادرة واسعة النطاق. Okay. So in the Arabic version, the tone was kept a formal tone because we used formal word choices. Okay. مش زي اللي بالإنجليزي اللي أجا كله أو mix من formal و local register. So there is another exercise for you to do alone at home. You can do that. So this is it, you guys. This is the end of Unit 4 Part 2, and this is the end of the modern technology or modern translation technologies course that you have taken from the start of this semester. Okay. Then this is it. This is the last session that we have. هاي آخر لقاء لنا بالنسبة للمودرن ترانسليشن تكنولوجيز. الأسبوع الجاي مش رح يكون عندنا شو اسمه حصة، هيك إحنا خلصنا. بتمنى منكم ما تطلعوا من مجموعة الواتس عبال ما أخلص وأشوف كل النشاطات يلي بعتوها واللي ما بعتوها. أنا بتواصل معكم شخصيا في هاي الناحية وبقول لكم بالضبط إمتى تقدروا تطلعوا من المجموعة. Alright? So thank you guys for being here today, and I wish you good luck in your final exams, and if we have a chance, I will see you inshallah in the new semester for the new year. Okay? Thank you for being here, and bye bye.
يعطيك العافية.
يعطيك العافية.
الله يعافيكم.